The pain start coming in, number one, because if you put your face in the water, it stings because it's salt water, because your face is all rotten. I can actually take out my fingernails because your whole body is rotting. It's like somebody cutting you every time you move. How did I end up missing? Let me think. It's about 5 years ago. One of my hobbies is to do scuba diving in Tioman. I was actually driving one of the two boats from Mersing to Tioman. By the time we almost reached Tioman, about a kilometer away, bad weather came in. My boat ran out of petrol. The other boat was run by a local Tioman captain. Unfortunately, when he went away to try to get more petrol and help, the boat has a bit of problem because it was seeping in water. And before you know it, because of the bad weather, and it's a smaller boat, it went in quite fast. So I quickly prepared the buoy and also took some of my belongings and jumped into the water before the boat went in. It was dark then, and it's almost quite impossible to see things in the dark with the bad weather. That's one of the reasons why they could not locate me, even though I was quite near to the island. Nobody found me, and I guess that's how I started my missing adventure. I'm a diver, so going in the water in the night, it's quite common. I was still quite confident. I could still hear some boats whizzing around me. So I was thinking it should be okay. So there was no panic. The problem is that when the boat went in, there is a lot of petrol in the boat which is floating in the air. And petrol mixed with salt water burns your skin. So it can burn your eye, it can burn your skin. So that was the most terrible thing initially when I was floating in the water. I also remembered that there was a lot of fins moving around me in the night. Fishes was only one of the things that you can be scared of, because if you are in the dark, the waves can come up to about maybe 3 to 4 feet above you. The pain start coming in, number one, because if you put your face in the water, it stings because it's salt water, because your face is all rotten. If you leave it up into the sky, it burns. So it's like putting your face in the microwave oven, switching it on. So whatever you do, whatever move you do, is painful. Did you ever think you wouldn't make it? Of course. I believe on the 4th day around lunch, noon time, I felt that, this one is really serious. Like no hope already. That was the time where you feel very scared. With no sleep for 4 days and every second paddling, it's quite exhausting. It's quite tiring. There was crabs running all over me, making me feel that, hey, am I dead already? Are they the crabs crawling onto me? They're trying to eat over. I heard a lot of voice telling me, in fact, I can remember this very clearly. Hey, I told you already, it's very near to you are very near to the shore. You are there already, you can let go. So I did believe, because I was so thirsty. That sound of like tss was still in my mind. I tried to reach my foot to see whether there's sand underneath. Bullshit lah. The greatest fear of any swimmer or diver is when all this water gets into your mouth and then you can't breathe and they panic. But because of the pain I'm going through, I was thinking, die better lah. It's easier, less painful. 4.5 hours later, I thought I saw an alien ship, but actually it was the bow of the ship. So they saved me at 4:30. On the 4th day, I was really away. I think about I was told 300 nautical miles away from the island of Tioman, which is about 500 nautical miles away from the mainland. The rescue process was not so clear to me, because when I was being rescued, I couldn't open my eyes. I could only hear voices of people trying to feed me water. I could only hear the captain assuring me that I'm safe. I can remember the medic from the Air Force telling me, "Oh, we are going home." The feelings on how you feel like to be safe can never be explained. You want to see your family, and then you get to see them. Nothing can explain that. Do your loved one expect you to return home alive? This one you should ask my wife.
I remember Brian is actually called me. He's actually our youngest son. And then he called me and saying that, "Eva, I want to tell you something. Father lost at sea." It's like my heart sank because it's actually helpless. I can't do anything because I'm in KL at that time. But all our children is in Tioman. On the third day, I went into Tioman and took over the search. Generally, like third day, fourth day, the chances of living is actually very low. The things that we go out and search is not searching things alive, but searching things is actually anything is actually floating in the sea. I have to be prepared already. Yeah, he might be not alive. When I alone at that time look at his picture, then for sure it's actually I cried. Yeah, because maybe I can't see him again. So I still need to be strong, so that it's actually everybody's actually already worried for him. I hope that it's actually not give another burden to our friends and relatives and then worry about me too. I remember it's actually at that time that after I prayed, I received the SMS from the inspector saying that it's actually John was found. It's like a total relief and happiness. Yeah, at that time. Having said that, it's actually he got another situations have to go through. It's actually his lung collapse, and then his skin burn, and then hard to breathe, and then sodium level is too high.
I was in the ICU for about 18 days. When I first woke up, I can't really see much, but the shape of her face was like bright sunlight, sunshine.
Yeah, probably because I'm got a round shaped face.
Yeah.
First, I see him for sure very happy because he's still alive, and also I can feel him, and I got a second chance to build a better relationship with my husband. Can't describe, but it's actually this has happiness.
When you face life and death, you know that minus all the headaches you have in the family, this love is very important. So love starts with thank you and giving. So the thing is thank you, thank you, thank you. I remember there was like 2 months later when I could use my hands. I started Googling to find out who the ship owners are. We managed to get in touch 3 to 4 months later, and we met, if I'm not mistaken, maybe about 5 months later in Batam. The first time when I met the crew of the ship,
It's like welcome home, brother.
yeah, and they showed me around the ship, prepared even a cake for me to blow, because they say I'm born in the ship.
Yeah.
And funny enough, every May the 5th, every year, they'll send me a text and say happy birthday.
I still remember at that time that captains actually give you a gift.
They actually wanted to tell me the whole story of how the ship actually sailed from China, where they were leading to, and how miraculous in the middle of a big ocean or a big sea, that's where they found me.
You cried, and then it's like you really thank to the captain.
The whole map was like a story. It's like the whole Mona Lisa. Hey, what happened in life? Your life is there, you know. So of course it's very emotional. Does the sea scare you now? No, definitely.
Yeah, we just went diving.
Yeah, I dived the next day after the doctor allowed me to say that, hey, you are free to do vigorous exercise.
It's like you don't have fear at all, then just jump down to the sea again.
Oh, I really love the sea. Diving, snorkeling, swimming, or even hiking out in the ocean. That's my love. I want to be in the sea. I want to be in the mountain. Don't stop me from going outdoor again. Even though I may be bitten by a lion, but doesn't mean I won't go to the jungle again.
Death we can't control, so just we need precaution.
One of the things which I felt it's very important to help another family who has such issues with their loved ones. In fact, I remember that I was very much involved in the Madam Poa's case, which is 6 months later, 2 kayakers was actually lost in the same sea as I was lost. Madam Poa's son actually approached me when he heard about my story, because they are facing the same problem as what my wife and my family. And that's how I want to be able to share with the others who are facing this. First, not to face this problem, and number 2, if they have this problem, how are we going to make sure that they remain calm and assured during this ordeal? This incident changed me a lot as a person. Before this accident, I was a very controlling father. Everything had to be done my way. My children says, father's way or highway. Being a controlling father and also the sole breadwinner, of course money came first. It means to say that not taking leave, working 24/7, they must understand me, this is my job.
Being together is actually, every time is actually talk. Work, job, business.
Yeah, business. What are the failures you have?
Yeah, very stressful actually.
Every day got exam.
Yeah, correct. Every day you got exam. Even though I spend, better don't lah. Just spend time and then go already better.
99 marks also not enough. Must be 110. I think the number one thing I learned out of this is that how not to be a controlling father. How to take out my anger. How not to have it everything my way. And I realized that what they need from me is a listening ear. And if I'm angry, I can never have a listening ear. I have the opportunity again to be a good father or be a good husband. It's up to me right now how I want to change it.
Yeah, you change a lot. You got opportunities actually to become a better grandfather, better father.
Now that we've got grandchildren, and I realize that we don't have much time before with our children, this is the time and opportunity for us to catch up. Because end of the day, it's that family thing of being together.
I'm so grateful that it's actually I can have this journey together with you till now.
I don't know why you're with me, but for sure, that's the best.
Yeah, you have to go through together only is actually you can find the best of you and I.
So in any bad thing which can happen,
Yeah,
there's
it's
a good
thing.
reason.
It's a good reason, that's
And
right.
that has now improved our family tremendously.
That's right.
Thank you to be with me.
Yeah, thank you to be with me and in my life too.